My name is Angela Warburton. I am an Eastern medicine practitioner, and today I'm going to talk about HRT. So many people have written in about it, or obviously there's so many people talking about it out in the world. But let's talk about, is it the only option, and what else can you do? So I think it's really important that we have a healthy conversation about HRT. What is it for you? And if it's not for you, what else can you do? Because there's just not one answer. So I've been practicing Eastern medicine for the last 25 years. I've worked with women at all stages of life, but my focus is midlife and menopause, really supporting women holistically to understand their body, to understand the symptoms, and to reclaim this stage of life for what it is, instead of making it wrong or something you have to get through, or that the menopause is being done to you. It's not a disease. Menopause is a natural stage of life. So let's talk about that. But HRT is a real thing, and it's really helpful for a lot of women. So I'm here to help have the bigger conversations and give you tools to help you if you're taking HRT or if you're not taking HRT. I think the biggest thing we really need to stop pitting things against each other. The most powerful and profound changes come from a holistic approach. So this means holistic, the whole person, all parts of you, your mind, your emotions, your physicality, your body, your physiology, but also your emotions, your lifestyle, your spiritual life, all of you is important. And it also means working together with different modalities. I worked for a number of years in an integrative cancer center. So this is a government funded integrative cancer center with Western medical doctors, Eastern medicine, naturopaths, sound healers, massage therapists, nutritionists, all of us together, but focused on the whole person. So what was going on at the root of their cancer? And we have tons of research now that shows when we look at the whole person, there can be profound healing. And when I look at menopause, I'm applying these same principles, because menopause itself is not a bad thing. It is not a problem. It is when we're off of balance that we're going to see the symptoms come and we're going to feel not great. So there can be profound changes when we approach we have this whole person approach to menopause. So HRT is a powerful tool, and it can have dramatic impact for some women. Some women, they get their life back, and that's a huge thing. But not all women want to take HRT, and not all women can take HRT, and not all women need HRT. But all women who live to a certain age who have menstruated are going to go through menopause. So that's the bigger conversation I think it's really important to have. And I've also seen a lot of women come through the clinic that are on HRT but still experiencing symptoms. So why is that? And so it's when we work together to address the underlying symptom, what was really going on, what was going on, the stressors in their life, what was going on with their diet. And when we addressed it using other modalities in addition to the HRT, then they felt even better. So it's not an either or. So HRT is a powerful resource and a tool, but it's not getting, in my belief and my teaching and my medicine, to the root of what's going on. And so what I mean by that is, if you took the HRT away, would the symptoms return? The root is looking at why the symptoms are there in the first place. And we cannot blame menopause for this, because menopause has been around for as long as women have been having periods, which is forever. And many women go through menopause. I'm sure if you talk to your friends, every one of you is going through it in a different way. Many women get no symptoms at all, just a mild transition, and they notice differences, but they don't have what we call symptoms. And there are many cultures in the world where they don't experience debilitating symptoms, or a lot of the symptoms that we associate with menopause in Western culture: hot flashes, sleep disturbances, libido changes, mental fog, all those things. They can be very common, but they're not inevitable. And so why is that? And there are some great studies that show that different cultures in the world, what women tend to experience with menopause. Some cultures in Japan, they more associated with tight shoulders. They didn't really have a word for hot flashes. The women didn't get that. You can look at diet, but you can also look at cultural, how people are living. And there's not saying there's one right culture, but every culture has a different thing. But different cultures around the world experience them differently. So that means it's not about menopause. So we have in I say our Western culture, we've lost our roots. Um, if we've lost our roots and we're eating and living in a way that isn't serving us. So women are burning out at an unbelievable rate in North America and for sure Western culture. And this pace, this burnout, this imbalance is going to show up in menopause when we lose the buffer of those extra hormones. We're supposed to lose hormones because we're going from, flat line as a child. We go through puberty, another life stage, much like menopause, where we become fertile. So we can actually procreate, have children if we choose. And then we get these big these fluctuations of hormones throughout the months so that we can carry a child if that works. And then we go back to flatline. This is menopause. It takes us to this next stage of life. We have a culture that really prioritizes or pedestals youth, that looking young or being young or having all these effects of these extra hormones in our body is the way it should be or it's ideal. And that's simply not true. That this is taking us into a new stage of life, which offers so much more, something different. And we have to go through this transition. So I'm looking at addressing the deeper systemic issues and helping women understand what's really going on, what's normal. They have symptoms, what they mean, what you can do about it, including HRT. It's not an either or. It's not saying something is better or worse, or that we have to choose. And that's been such a problem with our medical system in the Western world. It's like, oh, either you believe in the Western medical model, pharmaceuticals, getting tests, or your alternative medicine, complementary. Eastern medicine has been around for thousands of years. It has so many tools and so many resources and so many ways to understand the body in a different way. And it complements what happens in the West. No system is the answer, but it's like using the systems for what the benefits that they have and working together, complementing. And that was some of the most powerful work that I did, was working alongside all these different practitioners, communicating in our unique way and complementing what each other were doing. So this right, wrong, black, white thinking is hurting everyone. And so we need to get away from that. And it's important that you understand your body to know what the symptoms mean, what is contributing to your symptoms versus thinking that they're being done to you. Symptoms are guideposts. It's our body trying to get our attention. If we get a headache after overdoing it, if we can't sleep after we have a glass of wine, if we get a hot flash when we've just said yes to something, but we really wanted to say no, that's information. And so our bodies, and that's really what my role is with people. I am helping them put together the puzzle pieces to understand the holistic picture of what's going on, and then take concrete steps to change a diet, to create boundaries, to have conversations, to create more time or space, to change dynamics. There's all kinds of things that contribute to imbalance, which leads to symptoms and also to healing. So this is where the healing happens. And when we can do this for ourselves, we also do it for our families, and ultimately our culture is going to change too. So we have to stop making menopause wrong and start having the deeper conversations, the more important conversations that include everyone. That we start, instead of saying pick a side, it's like, okay, let's talk about it all. How did that work for you? Does Eastern medicine, how does it work? How can we combine it with HRT if that's your choice? And if it's not your choice, here's a whole bunch of things that you can do that are also going to be effective to helping you heal. Aging is natural. Menopause is healthy and normal. It's a way that your body preserves life force for aging. Takes a lot of energy to have a period. Takes a lot of energy to build up a lining every month. Your body is incredibly wise. It's amazing. And it's saying, taking too many resources. I'm going to use that life force for something else. What do you want to use it for? Is it to try to stay young? I don't think so. I don't want to be the way I was in my 20s and 30s. I loved being 20 and 30, but I'm 55. I have a different life force now, but I want to do different things with. So we need to shift and change with our life. So if you've been pushing through, overriding your needs, if you're not understanding, not able to make choices, or you don't have the tools to understand what's going on, your body's going to talk at you. It's going to possibly scream at you. And so it's really about listening, getting the tools, having these conversations, and making the right choices for you. And if you found success with HRT, amazing. And if you want to use HRT, great. And if you don't want to use it, great. And let's just take this conversation around menopause further. Menopause connects you to your wisdom, to your purpose. It guides you to a more authentic life than ever before, because you are shedding. It's really like letting go of what isn't working so that you can feel better and be like, it's like you've been carrying around a lot of baggage. We all have. Drop it off, give it away, donate it, recycle it, repurpose it, just put it in the trash, the stuff that doesn't work for you anymore, and listen, and then make the shifts. And that's going to help you regardless of your choices from an HRT perspective or not. So this is a powerful, necessary time of life, worth it. And I hope that it becomes one of the most powerful and clarifying times, and that you can feel good during it and be excited about what can happen on the other side, because it is an exciting time when we embrace it. So that's my rant on HRT. I hope it was somewhat helpful for you. If you have any comments, I always love to hear them. If you like this video, please like it. If you want more information about this holistic way to approach midlife and menopause, please hit subscribe. I do videos every week, and I am here to serve you and help you understand your body in this very holistic way. So thank you for being here. Wishing you a beautiful day or evening, and let's keep these conversations going. Bye.